And then you told me I was once model scouted, and I'm not laughing because, by the way, I think
Why are you laughing?
Nobody's listening, right? Hi, Andy.
Hey.
I'm so excited to chat with you for an hour as though no one were listening.
I am, for once, excited to do same with you.
For once?
I'm just teasing.
Oh, boy. We're off to a fun start. Teasing, playful.
I do have some beefs in a minute about you, so yeah, I'm really coming with it.
Okay. Is anyone listening?
Yeah, Kelly is listening. She wrote on Spotify, Labubu hot tip.
Okay.
Watch StockX immediately after the online drops. Kelly, have you not heard anything I've been saying? I have to get the Labubu in a legit way directly from Pop Mart, the makers. I'm not doing any aftermarket bullshit.
That's good because Molly, my friend, sent me a news post that like $50,000 worth of Lafufus were just confiscated.
Oh, Lafufu is a bootleg Labubu, by the way.
And we don't want nothing to do with Lafufus.
I don't want to risk getting a Lafufu. But Kelly, thanks for the tip. But I will let everyone know I have a bit of an update. I have not gotten my hands on them yet, but I have successfully purchased online 2 Labubus.
What, like, make and model?
I got the Big Into Energy series. They're blind box. We'll see which ones we get out of that series.
Do you have ones you want?
Well, everybody just wants the limited edition secret one. So.
And do you know what that looks like?
No, but our son does.
Okay.
But I gotta say something. I was having so much fun on this journey. And second I got it, it felt like
I know.
Empty. It feels so empty when you get the thing that you want or think you want, and it's over.
We were just talking to friends of ours about some friends of theirs who had kind of, made it big in life, I guess.
They big time?
Big time. But aren't like pursuing stuff the way, you and I always are and have ideas and stuff like that.
We always got a Labubu on deck.
You got to always have something to chase that thrill. But for them, all they do is plan vacations and then go on the vacation and then plan, which in my mind, I love planning a vacation and I love going on a vacation.
You really do.
But it was interesting in this conversation because they were like, it starts to feel so empty. Like they were struggling because there's only so much planning of a vacation and going on a vacation you can do.
I sort of get the analogy, but I don't, because also it's really nice to plan like a vacation, right? That you look forward to for a long time. That feels like my Labubu situation. I've been working at this for so long. Maybe once I get my hands on it, I'll feel good.
Can I say I actually relate to this because I'm going to knock on wood. Mm-hmm. It looks like we are closing on our cabin. Finally, after over a year. Mm-hmm. And we're kind of like entering a new phase, hopefully. Thank God.
Yeah.
But I was so obsessive about it. I was looking on Zillow every day to see how many people came and looked at it every day. I checked that motherfucker probably 75 times a day to see. I was looking at our ring cams incessantly, which I know you have some issue with.
Privacy. Yeah.
But there were exterior ring cams to see who's lurking about. Are there any showings?
Yeah.
And for months and months, there were none. Mm-hmm. And so that was painful. But there was then, when there would be a showing and I'd stumble upon it, or I'd be like, oh my gosh, someone was there yesterday.
Yeah.
It was a high that I and then entered the phase of like, are we going to hear anything? Is an offer coming in? It never came. All of that journey, which was honestly kind of a hell.
It was a hell.
I have found myself going to Zillow just out of habit.
Oh, no. I see what you're saying. But
gross.
Yeah, you want the hit.
I'm looking for the hit.
You need something else to get a hit from.
Well, luckily, I'm turning towards things that can produce income. Like I'm getting a pitch together again. Work is starting to take shape for me.
That's great.
I'm working on that feature that's so much fun with my friend Terry.
Great. So hopefully that will fill the void all of that stuff.
Yes. Turn to creativity to fill the void. So that's what you should do.
Yeah, it turns out Labubu's didn't fill any void unless once they come and I get swept up in the blind box of it all. And then I just start buying Labubu after Labubu after Labubu.
Well, we've seen people go down that route. Question. Mm-hmm. Or actually, I also liken it to, I'm going to make this about me as much as possible.
Oh, what's new?
That's so rude, Andy.
Listen, we have to make it about one of us, so that's all we're doing is either making it about you or me this entire time. So it's no big problem. It's not an issue.
Take it back.
Take what back, exactly?
What's new?
Oh, okay.
Implies that I always make it about me.
Well, when you're talking, a lot of times you're making it about you. When I'm talking, a lot of times I'm making it about me. Sometimes we make it about each other, or maybe I'll make something about you.
I also talk about other things that are not about either of us.
That's true. I'll take it back.
Wow. That was so much work to get.
Well, back to you, though. How does this relate to you?
I don't want to say.
No, are you kidding? I got to hear.
Okay, just when I do a puzzle.
Okay.
And you put that last piece in.
Oh, is that the worst piece to put in?
Yeah.
Is it?
It's both the best and the worst. It's like when you clicked, I got it. It's a high and an instant low.
Is it actually the best piece? Is there potentially another piece that's the best piece usually in a puzzle?
Yes.
What might that be?
Maybe the second to last.
The second to last.
Because that's the last one that you're debating anything about.
Then you get to soak up the moment of looking at it with only one last piece in it.
And then you go and you think it's going to feel great to click it in. And it does a little bit.
It doesn't really.
But it doesn't.
It's such a split second.
And then you feel so empty. So I relate to you.
Wow. Well, a couple beefs I have with you. This seems like a perfect segue. Number one.
Andy, can I... I don't like this.
No, they're nice. They're very nice. Don't worry.
Okay.
Don't worry.
I feel like I came in, we have like a big announcement to make in our life that's so positive.
All of this is positive stuff.
All of this is, there's so much positivity in our lives right now.
Yeah.
And I was so excited to come have a fun podcast with you. And I feel like it's just
fun for me. Is that what it is?
I don't know. I don't know if we're like meeting.
Oh, I see. Maybe you feel like I'm ganging up on you a little bit too much at the top of the show. Maybe. Can I just talk about these real quick and then we'll get into this super, super duper positive family announcement?
Yes.
My first thing is I was helping you this morning because you're trying to sell a couple things on Craigslist.
Always selling. Always be selling.
Right. You're not always being
closing.
No, but you're not always being closing. And I need to give you a tip. Your stuff wasn't selling on Craigslist, so I said, hey, I'll put it on Facebook Marketplace for you.
Yeah.
So I went and I looked up your Craigslist posts. And again, I feel like when you sold your dolls, a similar thing. You can't be funny or cute when you're trying to sell something on Craigslist.
I was so straightforward on those. I wasn't funny or cute.
Okay, hold on.
Like the dolls, I gave them whole personality. Are you being real right now? Remember how we sold those dolls for $2?
Yeah, literally. Literally.
Is how I feel about the cabin also. You know it, because we're selling the cabin for an immense loss, like a wild loss.
It's beyond painful.
But I'm like, you know what? It's not our time to shine in that department.
No, and that's okay.
And we're gifting it basically to people who want it.
We'll gift what you give, come back. Hopefully.
That's the vibe, although nothing's come back to me, I don't think, from the Madame Alexandra dolls.
Or has it? But yeah, how would we know?
I don't know.
Yeah. But, okay, Elizabeth, all right, you did 2 posts. One was for a Victrola. That one, I think you kind of nailed. You knocked it out of the park. I didn't edit it at all.
Thank you.
For the other post, which is, it's like in our dining room, it's a side table or console table.
It was one of my parents' pieces that we don't have room for anymore because we're bringing in a new kitchen table set from the cabin that's really nice. And this piece is really nice. It's beautiful. but it's not our style.
Sure.
And the Victrola also, I thought you were going to bring up the Victrola because I said, pop on a record, like impress your friends.
Oh, yeah, probably. I can't, like, if I'm really gonna judge a thing, probably we could clean that up, but I just didn't have time and it seemed okay. You had an egregious offense in your table posting. Do you remember how you started the post?
No.
At all?
I thought very straightforward.
Okay. She's gorgeous! Exclamation point. I see that as a buyer. That's the beginning sentence of your description, and I'm like, this is not a reputable person.
Well,
she's gorgeous?
A reputable person, like my standing in society,
no,
as
like
my friend Annie would
I'm
say.
not buying anything from this person on Craigslist who starts, I'm looking at like a nice piece of furniture and you're starting it. She's gorgeous.
Okay.
You look so confused.
I don't know. How would you start it?
Just the facts. We're on Craigslist here.
And is
we're
that not a fact?
We're not trying to make anyone smile. We're not trying to win anybody over.
Okay.
Just the facts.
Okay.
Anyway, so that's my one little beef. I thought it was pretty funny when I saw it, but you've been checking in with me every day. Like, have you gotten anybody interested? No, nobody.
No one?
Now maybe we'll get someone interested because I fixed it, right?
And did you put it on Facebook or whatever?
Yeah, I did.
Yay.
I did. The other little beef I just want to talk about is I've noticed lately.
Oh, no.
You're saying y'all a lot.
I am.
Where did this come from?
Oh, no.
You said it in a meeting a business meeting we had the other day.
I did?
But like, you don't say y'all. You didn't grow up with y'all.
I really have been saying y'all a lot. I've noticed it too.
Are you noticing it in the moment? Are you doing it on purpose? Or
what meeting did I say it in?
We were talking to Patreon about some stuff, that meeting. Do you remember that?
I did.
Yeah.
I said y'all?
Yeah.
In what context?
I don't know. But I clocked it. And I bet everybody else on the Zoom clocked it too, probably.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I do like y'all. It harkens back to my mom.
She y'alled?
Oh, she was full Southern.
She's full y'all. Okay.
She necketed. She oiled.
What's that?
Oil.
Say it again.
Oiled.
Use it in a sentence.
I'm going to go down to the gas station and get some oil.
Okay.
Not that thick, but she did have a Southern accent. Like she had a Southern accent. She spoke with a Southern drawl.
Okay.
She said, I don't really remember her yawling left and right, but like y'all is in my blood. And
it sort of works.
Here's the thing. Like, okay, we had some young people babysitting last night. Okay. And it is a girl and a non-binary person. And my inclination was to say, you girls, or something like you guys feels weird too. And I actually...
Why does you guys feel weird?
Okay. We've been watching Love Island.
Yeah.
Stay with me. I know I'm twisting and turning here.
Yeah.
There was recently a night, maybe 2 nights ago, when they had to vote one of the girls and one of the boys off the island. Mm-hmm. And so there were 3 girls standing there and the other girls were voting on them. And the one had to say, here's why we picked who we picked. Mm-hmm. She said, you guys, like 7 times.
Yeah.
And it really bothered me because it's like, it's you guys. Hey, guys.
Yeah.
Even in emails and in work situations. I mean, listen, I'm not like, if someone does this to me, I'm not judging them or anything. Mm-hmm. But I try not to do it because it is part of the patriarchal, word use in the world.
Is it, though?
Yeah. You guys?
But is it? I wonder if like a linguist would have a different take on it because it has just become an all-encompassing descriptor.
Right.
All genders.
Yeah. I'm so impressed that you just pulled linguist out of your ass.
That's I'm an analinguist.
Cuntilinguist.
Yeah.
Is that?
Cunnilingus.
Is that from cunt?
What?
Linguist.
Is linguist? What do you mean?
Lingus?
Lingus.
Tongue.
Sure.
Cunt versus anal?
Oh, I think what you're saying is, did cunnilingus come before cunt, or what came first, the cunt or the cunnilingus? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
I think the cunnilingus.
Came before the cunt?
I don't know the origins of these, but it seems
We should get a linguist up in here.
More
Yeah.
scientific. Yeah.
Anyway, so I try not to use you guys too much so here's how you guys can feel alienating to women.
Tell me.
It's just like when you're talking about any doctor and you use he, just like that's the default. If you're in a
pilot.
Okay, you don't need to play that game. But like, if I'm in a meeting or something with a bunch of men, and another man says, "You guys," it's subtle, and I know now that you can say and you can make the argument, but also women are constantly dealing with these micro dismissals and micro things in our world, so everything is kind of set up for men.
This is a very interesting take, and that's why I'm very curious if there's more.
I'm not like I didn't come up with it. I mean, it's a thing I've heard about, I've read about. I try not to use you guys, and I think in a world where gender stuff is getting shifted and changed and more inclusive, y'all feels like really clean.
That's true. I'm wondering, though, if you're dating yourself now, because it clearly seems that, like, youth culture, even in our era of being, like, in high school, I feel like everyone said you guys for everybody.
Oh, yeah. It became very baked in when we were younger.
And I think that now, clearly from watching Love Island and all these shows, that it's very much that way now, that I wonder if you're that generation. I don't know if you're connecting the dots with any sort of patriarchal thing. I'd be curious. Like, it just seems like language now to me. Its origins, you might be completely right.
Well, I think origins count and matter. And until, like, let's say women get paid as much as men, I think it matters. And listen, like I said, I'm not judging other people. It's a personal choice. But you brought up that I'm saying y'all.
Yeah.
And I do think that that's a big part of why I've started adopting it. But it's not been a conscious decision. And I don't know. I don't know if it's like I wonder, we were in Boise a lot. And I think saying something like y'all there makes me feel like I'm more of the people. I'm not like a California
liberal
Idaho
thing, though,
stupid.
really. It's more of a Southern thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Southerners and Boisans
now, how do you feel about on, like, Love Island, the guys and girls calling other girls bro or dude, which happens also on the show?
It's interesting because I've talked about this, but going back to UCB New York, that was an era where I felt like I was desperate to be one of the guys. And I think I successfully did it. And even saying that, I feel weirdly proud of it, which is yucky. That's my own shit. But when you're kind of in a world where there's only room for so many of someone like you, you try to assimilate and adapt. And I've mentioned, like, I read some of my sketches from back in the day, and I'm like horrified at how misogynistic they are. And like, clearly I was kind of self-hating my womanness, or I did not want to come across as like a specific type of woman. I wanted to be cool. And back then, a lot of like, she's cool, she can hang, meant putting yourself in situations that are like potentially a little bit violating, or, like a guy's whipping his dick out and, I don't know, thumping it against the wall or something. And
classic.
If it were a bunch of guys, no one bats an eye. And I want to be one of the guys, so I'm there too, not batting an eye.
Right.
But in truth, like, it makes me really uncomfortable.
Right.
Depends on the dick.
And also, is there a world? This is such an interesting thing because I completely hear what you're saying and respect what you're saying. But is there a world for maybe you or another woman in that time too that could also look back on a scenario, let's say maybe at UCB, where they're like, God, there was this one time where so-and-so whipped his dick out, and it was the perfect time for that guy to whip his dick out, and we were all crying, laughing.
Oh, yeah.
And you genuinely thought it was funny, and it wasn't offensive to you at all.
Yes.
Like, there is space for that, right? I'm just curious.
Well,
or is it now?
Not anymore. So I think there being space for that. And listen, I look back so fondly on my time there. I never had anything like truly traumatic happen to me, but it was an environment where I would not be surprised. And I've heard this is the case, that there were some women who had experiences there. You know, we're all under this grocery store with grocery store water dripping on our heads backstage and these like tunnels underground. It was so pure comedically because there were no boundaries.
Sure.
I think it created some of the funniest human beings like we have.
Yeah.
And it was I feel so honored to have been a part of it. And like, I'm so thankful I was a part of it then before it became a thing where like it was monetized. Yeah, I don't know.
Sure.
It was just, there was something so pure about it.
Yeah.
Comedically. However, these systems are in place where you're going, if there's room for it to be like, there are no rules because sometimes that's so funny or whatever it is.
Sure.
And people do need to be experimental.
Yeah.
It also is creating space for like the bad stuff to happen.
Sure.
And the boundaries are blurred. And I experienced that with voiceover coach guy who assaulted me. Like, when you push the boundaries and you set up, it's kind of, I just did a post about this, kind of like, not to get political, but like what Trump is doing right now, pushing the boundaries with us so we kind of get used to it.
Yeah.
So that when he goes too far, we can't go, hey, that's too far, because he's going to go, that's just a step further than you were.
Yeah.
And that's kind of my concern with it. And so the dude, the bro, I also, I was a lot of people's dudes and bros, and I loved it. Like, even one of my best friends, Pete, I think would call me dude, and maybe still does.
Yeah.
And it makes my heart swell. Yeah. I love being dude.
Okay.
But then I have to go, why do I love being dude? Is it a problem that I love being dude? No, I don't think it is with like in that context. It's my friend and we go way back and I know he loves me and I also know that he respects me and, Yeah. So in that case, no, but it's more kind of the like systemic idea around it that I'm initially this came up with you guys, right? That phrase being used all the time across the board to address any group of people, no matter their gender.
Yeah.
And then kind of watching Love Island and them saying dude and bro, it doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah.
But I do think there's something to that, Yeah. I think all parties involved know that that's a way of saying, I think highly of you. It's like it's an honor for a woman to be called dude or bro.
Oh, but I disagree in like the show, how people are using it. Sometimes yes, but sometimes no with the intonation of their voice. There's definitely times on the show where it's like, bro, like I think it's more, I don't think it's as cut to a woman. Yeah.
Woman?
Yeah.
Even in that, I think it's a softer like judgment because they're using the word bro and not like, what is the female equivalent of bro?
Maybe you're not, I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we create it?
No, not us. We'll let the youth do that.
Yeah. Listen, all of this to say, I think that this is like a systemic issue, and I think it's very well documented that like misogyny is alive and well and actually getting worse. Women's rights are being taken away. We don't get paid as much, or we're not like medicine isn't testing stuff for us. Like there's so many issues.
Yeah.
There's also a huge issue right now with like young men feeling left out.
Yeah.
And being left out of certain elements of society. And like there's very low college enrollment right now for young men. And I think a huge part of that is social media and like depression and all of this stuff. So I'm not saying like, hey, we're the only people to look at in these issues. I want everyone to have equality in all of it. This is more kind of a personal thing for me because I look back on this version of myself and I go, I was to assimilate turning off a part of me. And I did it successfully and I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But I also don't like that I kind of changed who I was in some ways. Or that I had to, I guess.
Yeah. I don't think it's that you had to. I think it's how you chose to navigate that group and how you wanted to be a part of that group.
No, but I would say if I hadn't done that and if I hadn't come across as the cool girl who can hang, I wouldn't have been accepted as willingly in that group.
I see what you're saying. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all nuanced stuff. Listen, I just want to be happy and like enjoy life.
Bro, I know what you're talking about.
Speaking of being happy and enjoying life, I wanted to shout out this week's sponsor, Trainwell.
Woo!
A fitness app where you'll be paired with your perfect real-life personal trainer. Shout out, Darian.
What's your streak real quick? Sorry to interrupt.
100.
That's
today.
Incredible. That's incredible.
Thank you.
Okay, I love it.
So Trainwell will pair you with your perfect real-life personal trainer who makes doable workouts for you that are on the app and accommodates your lifestyle and like the changes that life throws at you, twists and turns, and in my case, hormone fluctuations for perimenopause at this age. Also having spine surgery, 3-4 years ago. I'm very concerned about injuries and today's workout. So I just started phase 3 of working out, which means I'm just leveling up.
Yeah.
100 days in, no big deal. Darian gave me some workouts and today's workout was hard.
Yeah.
It's one of my 3 half-hour workouts I do a week and I felt it. But, she's checking in with you on the app. How are things feeling? You can tell her if whoever your trainer is, if things are too hard, if you need to be pushed a little further. So I love this so much and I'm getting tangible results. Trainwell is the strength training program for perimenopausal women. So important to do strength training. I'm getting stronger. My grip strength is improving.
Check.
My bone density is alive and well.
Check.
And I'm doing something really good for me. And now it's a full-blown Z's habit.
Man, I love this. And the streak is incredible. Like, you're really doing it.
Yes. So I want our listeners to take advantage of this. You get a 14-day free trial of the Trainwell app with the link go.trainwell.net/NLR. You have nothing to lose. Try it on for size. If it works in your life, and the way it has for me has been just seamless, that's go.trainwell.net/NLR. Okay, can we get to the huge news?
Yes.
We adopted a cat.
Oh, yeah.
And it's the coolest cat. I miss him right now. We're in the studio. He's inside. This came to be, we talked about it. We were like, when are we getting this cat? Our daughter verbalized to us that it was really hard processing. And this wasn't manipulative. She's not that type of person.
Yeah.
It was hard processing Zeta's death without the comfort that she found snuggling with Ramona and having cat energy around. And so Saturday was one of the best days of my life and their lives.
Yeah.
Teddy said it was the best day of her life.
Wow.
We woke them up. You got breakfast ready for them. We sat down and I said, it's going to be a good day. And I said, we're going to go shopping, but not for clothes. We're going to go shopping for this. And then I showed them a picture of our cat from the rescue website. And they started crying.
I have it on video, by the way.
You do?
I looked at it yesterday.
Oh, I'm so glad you caught it. It makes me want to cry.
Yeah.
Those are the moments of parenting I just live for.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you got it on video because I was thinking, I remember that moment for me when my parents came home with the puppy, like the joy that brings. And so the whole day we were getting ready for this cat's arrival. The rescue was dropping off and picking up other cats, so they didn't get there till 5. So it was like getting supplies, getting new toys, bed, all of it.
Yeah.
So fun. And then the cat arrives. Do you want to describe that moment?
Well, I mean, it was incredible. Do we describe the cat first, or I guess we knew one of the bigger features of this cat?
Yeah, the cat has some special features. And I will say this. Also, several listeners reached out like with cats that they were trying to rehome for, relatives and stuff like that. And I so appreciate it. I saw this cat and knew, like, I fell in love with this cat. And it made me smile so much. Do you remember when I first saw? Because it was kind of between this cat and another cat from the same rescue.
Yeah.
Our Ramona was very fluffy, long fur.
Yeah.
So I was looking for a long fur cat.
Yeah.
And there was a kitten on this rescue. I knew I didn't want a kitten because you kind of want 2 kittens.
Yeah,
and we're not really a 2-cat household.
No, I don't think so right now.
But then while I was there, I was looking around. And when I saw the picture of this cat, a huge grin on my face took hold. And I kept showing you him. And you were like, I'm not sure.
Well, yeah, because he didn't have super long hair, which we're used to. Mm-hmm. But what he does have, he's called a polydactyl cat.
Yes.
Which means he has 6 toes on each paw. Yes. He has an extra toe. So he has these ginormous front paws with an extra toe. And so when he stands, they're like cocked out.
They're in first position, these massive paws.
And it's like the cutest looking thing.
It's so cute. And his face is so cute, but the paws are really like, he also has kind of shorter legs. Mm-hmm. So the paws just look crazy because of his feet like that and some other universe signs, which we'll get into.
Yes.
We've named him Ducky.
Ducky.
And he has just, speaking of assimilating without having to change who you are, he's just he's slipped right into the family.
Did not take long at all for him to warm up. I think it was it the first night he was in bed with us?
Yes.
Licking our faces? Like the first night, we were like, what the hell?
Yeah.
We thought he'd be freaked out for way longer.
Yeah.
He's a love bug.
He's a love bug. He just wants to purr and cuddle. Now, he came and I was like, oh, I thought I was getting, I thought I had ordered a much older cat.
Yes.
He's a kitten.
He's about 6 months.
He's 6 months. So he's not a teeny tiny kitten, and he has been socialized. And like once he got here, we weren't going to turn him away. Like we all fell in love with him.
Yeah.
He's little.
Yeah.
And he is so much fun.
Yeah.
And the kids have been in heaven with him.
They even like cleaning the toilet or the litter box.
Yeah.
We'll see how long that lasts.
Yeah.
Probably a couple days.
Yeah.
But he is so soft. I didn't know cats could be that soft.
I know.
And he's just so fucking cool. And we haven't had that many male pets. We had Hurricane the cat, but that was like a cat we inherited.
He adopted us, kind of.
And he didn't really even come in our house that much.
No, at the end he was sleeping inside and but
this is our first kind of
male dude bro that we've brought into the house.
And it's fun to have a dude bro cat because like last night we're watching Love Island and I said to you, of all these ladies, which one would Ducky be, paired up with? So now we get to think about Ducky.
Yes.
And like who would he pick on Love Island?
And we both agreed Shelley.
Mm-hmm.
So the signs that happened to us were so cool. Mm-hmm. Now, one of them was real for you, but to pick the name also, we did something that I thought was very fun.
Yeah.
Which is after being with him for like a day or two, we all wrote down all of our name ideas, folded them, put them in a box, and then one by one took turns pulling names and reading them. And if a name got 2 votes, it went into the move on pile. And we did this 2 or 3 rounds, and we ultimately landed on Ducky.
Mm-hmm.
But what was cool was when we went to the store to get supplies, we saw this little bow tie for cats.
Yeah.
That we were like, we must have that. And it had little duckies on it, which you wrote down the word Ducky, the name, and you didn't even realize it till later. We pulled it out. You were like, oh my God, Ducky. Then 2 of our closest friends, Maddie and Sarah, came over.
Yeah.
They brought some toys for Ducky and a balloon that said it's a boy.
And they didn't know his name when they bought this balloon.
And we had just formally said, okay, we're agreeing on his name that morning. This was 3 hours later.
Mm-hmm.
They came in and they brought the It's a Boy balloon that had a rubber ducky on it.
Yep.
So it just felt like the universe was saying yes to that. Now, do you want to tell the story about the video?
Yeah. So that same day, while you guys went off to...
The same day that the cat was arriving.
You guys went off to go get all the supplies and whatnot. I was installing a TV because our TV broke. You guys kind of get back, and I'm towards the end of that process, but I have to unhook the internet and everything for a while. So the kids are sitting just waiting for this cat, but so they need a distraction.
Yeah.
But their iPads don't work, the TV don't work, so they're going crazy. So they start just digging deep on their iPads. Is there anything that we don't need the internet for that we can look at? Mm-hmm. So they start looking at old messages that are downloaded on their phone or their iPad. And they're going through, and there's a message from their cousin, my brother's daughter, and Molly, and they click on it, and our daughter's freaking out, and it's I've never seen this before. Wait, what is this? And it's our niece.
Also, by the way, our experience of it was they were watching videos. Both of them screamed.
Yes.
And our son ran into his room and closed the door and then came back out. But it was I thought, had they seen something really inappropriate? Or I was what did they see?
Yeah.
And
so, no, they're freaking out. It's our niece in a video message to our daughter going, hey,
from 2021.
Yes, 3 years ago.
On my birthday.
On your birthday. And she's saying, hey, Teddy, have you ever seen a cat with 6 toes? And then the camera pans over to this polydactyl cat. That's not my niece's cat. It's a random cat. And
how crazy is that?
I mean, we lost our mind. And obviously, as you mentioned, the kids really lost their mind. But we're this feels right.
Felt like such a universe wink. In fact, I was had we not picked this cat ultimately, we would have regretted it at that time and been oh, that was meant to be our cat.
Yeah, if we passed over the 6
and he
toes.
He's so special.
Yeah.
I love him so much. He's so cuddly. He is needy.
Yeah, he is pretty needy.
But he's getting less so. Last night, he wasn't. That first night, he was so up in our grills.
Yeah. The first day, I got so much love from him. Mm-hmm. And the second day. And now I feel of everyone in the house, I'm getting the least amount of love, which is sort of hard for me.
But you've given him the least.
I don't know if that's the case.
That's true. I mean, I've kind of seen, not because you're not loving and you don't like him, but because you've been out in the studio all the time when the kids are home, they're playing with him.
Yeah.
You have given him the least, so you can't. And even last night you sat down, and I know with cats you want to be respectful and kind of let them come to you.
Yes.
But I'm also it's also okay for you to kind of get up in his grill.
Okay. I just don't want to be too eager with him. I don't want to put him off because he was just coming to me. And I like to think of myself in the house as kind of the cool dude. You know what I mean? And just Ducky, you can come hang. We're cool.
Yes.
If you want to hang, let's hang.
Yeah.
I don't want to be Ducky, can we hang? I don't want this needy energy, which I feel is a personality I feel starting to bubble up because everyone else is getting more love than me.
Uh-huh.
And I want us to have a special bond.
You do and you will.
Even how you're saying that is, I think that this is kind of frustrating. I think in your hearts, you're I know he's going to love me more than Andy.
Here's the thing. Don't you think all of our pets have been kind of more...
Ramona, absolutely.
Ruby? And it's just because I'm the nurturing feminine energy in the home. And I'm doing most of the, like, giving them the food and changing out their water and, you know, taking care of needs. I'm more of the need meter. It has nothing to do with, like, how deserving I am of their... You know what I mean? I'm just doing more. I'm kind of there more, doing it more.
Okay.
But I think you and Ducky are going to have a very special dude bro thing. I think you just need to get there in there playing with him. Like this weekend, give him some good time. Are you going to get up early and watch F1? That'd be a good time to have him and like play or whatever.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. We had a good cuddle sesh this last F1.
There you go.
Yeah. I think he likes me more than you. That's right.
Well, I'm so excited for anyone who wants to see what this very special feline looks like.
Go to the Instagram. Let's put up an Instagram post of him on Wednesday. That should be our Instagram post. It should be of Ducky.
Of course,
just
it's
a straight up Ducky tribute.
Yes, and it's Instagram.com/
oh God,
nobody is listening, right? Oh, okay. So last night we went to dinner. Do you have any more beefs with me?
No, I just told you
good.
we were going to get rid of them. You were so worried, and I think you felt like we were getting off the wrong foot. They were all sweet. I got no big problems with you. I mean, I do think our situationship is a little weird lately, but let's go on. What were you thinking?
Can I tell you one of the my favorite things that we do that we have now somehow dragged our children into? When we, do you know what I'm about to talk about?
No.
When we go like out to dinner or something, or we come back from doing something like fun as a family. Well, it used to be like you would do this when it was just us. And last night we actually went on a date for the first time in a very long time. And we got home and we're in front of the house. And basically you have to wait for me to get out so you can back the car into the driveway.
Yeah.
And so while you're waiting for me to get out, we have a moment where we look at each other and you always go like, this was really fun. Like it was a first date.
I love first date energy. First date departures, the best.
It's like, it's my favorite. It's such a fun way to end what is usually a fun outing.
Yeah.
And then and I'll be like, yeah, I had a really good time. And you're like, well, maybe we could like see each other. You know, it's so stupid, but fun.
Yeah.
And it delights me so much.
It delights me.
And then like a few times now, the kids are in the back seat. And you go, hey, I had a really great time today. And Teddy's like, what is happening?
I like doing it on the plane too. On the planes, I do where that you're like I'm
single mom.
I'm a single mom that I'm hitting on. That's my favorite, and I love asking like, "What's your name?" or like, "Is LA home?" Yeah, all that.
That's what you said. So on this flight back, we were from Boise. It was 2 seats and 2 seats. So it's you and Otis and me and Teddy.
Yeah, and I'm a single dad.
And you,
or am I? I don't know.
You looked over me. You leaned over. You said, "Is LA home?" And Teddy was witnessing this all, and she was like, "Oh my God!" Like just wanting to. And then you go, "This is my kid. This is my kid.
This is my kid."
Oh, so stupid. Okay, so last night on our date, I was talking about Love Island because that's now thanks to my dear friend Michelle Leibel, shout out, who kind of is our guru on Love Island. She led us to watch the U.S. Love Island this
we're
season.
more of a UK Love Island gang, but this season it seemed like the smart. We can only do one a summer because it's a lot of episodes.
Yeah.
And we were told by Michelle, US is probably what we need right now.
And she was right. I mean, I don't know what UK was all about, but this is scratching an itch for sure. And it's so nice just every night knowing what we're doing. And it's mindless. And now I'm invested in these people.
Do you think it's too many tits for Ducky?
No.
You don't?
No, he's seen tits.
Because he's like right there watching it.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
He can handle it. But I was saying, I started this by saying, like, I think we're both objectively, like, moderately attractive or whatever.
Yeah.
We're both objectively attractive. I'm not complaining. It doesn't matter. But watching these young people, I'm like, I'm so glad. And I was just speaking for me that in my 20s, I would have killed to have looked like these girls do. You know, they all look like hot models or whatever. In my 20s, I looked like I was 40. Like, I kind of looked the same-ish that I do now.
Yeah.
And I'm ultimately so glad that I wasn't, because I look at these people who are looking for love, and I feel like the standard, like, they must have just had kind of love fall into all of their laps out in the real world, because they are so good looking that just people who want to be with them or whatever, like, are happening to them, but they haven't found, like, the intellectual connection or the humor or whatever it is.
Sure.
But I didn't face that really, because I wasn't like a magnet to people who wanted a hot girl.
You think, so your thesis is like these women on Love Island
and men
and men, but the women, let's say, on this particular show are dodging dicks left and right. Like they're just getting thrown at them.
It's like Eddie Murphy with the frisbee vaginas.
Yeah, and right.
Pussy.
Right.
And men also.
Yes,
I think that they're dodging it also, but like it's hard to find the full package when you were that good looking, when you're like forward facing self so is heavily weighted towards looks.
Yes. Or you would assume it is if you're that attractive.
Yes. I think it's hard to avoid. At that age also, everyone's out and horny and mixing and whatever. So I was saying, like, in hindsight, I'm really grateful that even though I would have given anything to be like that, I'm so grateful I wasn't. Obviously, it led me to you, so things were fine. And then you told me I was once model scouted, and I'm not laughing because, by the way, I think
why are you laughing?
I think you're so handsome. This has never come up in the 20 years we've been together.
Yeah.
Outside of Manhattan Shade and Glass, which is where you worked and smoked.
Yeah.
And you were standing outside of that store smoking.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure was wonderful for customers walking in through your cloud.
It's New York City. Who gives a shit? I was, I would stand, like, I wasn't in the doorway of Manhattan Shade and Glass.
Okay.
I was like in the doorway of like the apartment buildings next door. I was fucking up some other scene for someone else. Yeah.
Okay. So tell me about this model scout.
Oh, yeah. So I'm sitting there like smoking, just having one of those days where you just really feel confident and really looking good.
Do you remember feeling that?
No,
oh, okay.
But it was sort of winter time. And I might have had it when I was with you, but maybe not. It was like a brown jacket that came down maybe a little past my knees and then had like a furry hood thing.
Okay.
Did I have that with you?
I don't recall.
It probably my most like stylish winter coat I've ever had. But so I'm rocking that and I'm out there, just smoking. And I had a guy come up to me.
And you looked very young. I mean, you were very young, but you also looked like, I think, extra young, and also you were really skinny because you were smoking so much.
Sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had a guy approach me, and he said, "Have you ever done any modeling?" And I said, "No." And then I don't know what else he said, but he gave me his card, and I just thought that was great and hilarious and a nice little thing. And that's all it was. I never followed up or anything like that.
You didn't?
I knew. So I have a friend that was a real model.
I feel like that's a scam.
No, he genuinely thought I should have been a model, this guy.
No, I think that back then, that was a scam that people would do.
What's the scam? Walk me through the scam.
Well, I need to look it up, but I feel like I heard about that for girls. I've never heard about it for a boy.
Do you think I was getting recruited to some, like, dark casting couch porno thing or something?
Maybe. Like, there was some...
possibly.
This was in the early 2000s.
Wow.
So let's see. In In the early...
I would love to know how you Googled this.
What
did you write?
Modeling agents handing out cards early 2000s.
And you didn't put scam after that?
Should I put scam?
Yeah. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
It was a common scam for modeling agents to hand out business cards in public places like malls, telling people they had a great look for modeling.
Nice.
This scam was designed to prey on the hopes of aspiring models by convincing them to pay expensive upfront fees for worthless services like headshots.
Yeah. That I have heard of. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, that makes sense.
I didn't fall into that trap because, as I was about to say, my good buddy Josh was a real model. So I knew a little bit about the modeling game, and I knew I ain't got the inches for modeling. You got to be over like 6 foot tall for a male model. Like you have to be tall. That game.
That is why I laughed. I just want you to know it's not that I don't think you're hot enough to model, or you were, especially when you were 21 or whatever, but I can't fathom someone going to someone under 6 feet and scouting them for modeling.
Can't fathom it, can you? What happened? That's what I'm saying. You're saying you can't fathom it happening unless there's an asterisk. It was a scam, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Well, that's a little hurtful, but that's okay.
Well, and also I'm wrong. I have a friend now who does modeling, and she's shorter than me. But she does like surfing and athletic modeling, which I think is different.
Well, maybe it was like that for me. I'm sorry. What?
I love it. This kid in his like 3 sizes too big jacket smoking. Oh, that's so funny.
Okay, I saw this that I want to show you. 6 wild prenup clauses lawyers have actually seen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I saved this for you.
Thank you.
Okay, are you ready? This is like...
Never been so ready.
Okay. This
prenup clauses.
Yeah, so this was like some lawyer, there's some article I saved.
What would you... Can we talk about this?
Yeah, what our prenups would be?
Well, no, I'm just like... We didn't have a prenup. Neither of us really had anything to nup or pre. Mm-hmm. I do wonder how that might affect like the dynamic of a relationship. How would you feel if you were marrying me back when you did, and I was like, great, I want you to sign a prenup? And especially in our relationship, and vice versa, if you were like, I need you to sign a prenup because I have all these secret assets. I have a secret modeling career where I've made millions.
Yeah.
What I find really interesting is how you and I have then carried on in our relationship is very, and like we work together, we collaborate on things, like, you know, we kind of take turns when one of us is more busy than the other, like who's picking up the slack at home.
Sure.
But it is very much a team effort.
Yeah.
And I have to wonder, if there were a prenup in place, would you feel like, if we split, it wouldn't feel fair to me, so I'm not going to like go this route the same way?
I don't think so. I think, and this is just me just thinking what I think, that most prenups, the origin stories are one of 2 things. More common, it's like it's a family pressure, and usually due to some sort of like big money thing type thing. Yeah. Or it's on a second marriage where people got burned. I think those are generally the 2 general cases.
Yes.
Right? And I think in the one where, let's say, like you're like a Rothschild or something, right?
Yeah.
Elizabeth
Rothschild.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
I think I could wrap my head around that, because you would be getting all this pressure because, you know, Daddy Rothschild would be like,
well, it's just like,
you have to get a prenup, you know.
It's expected of everyone.
Yeah. And I think you would do a good job of explaining that to me, where I think I can wrap my head around it. Mm-hmm. Now, if you're the type of lady that just got like burned the time before and wants a prenup, and who knows, maybe it has some of these wild things I'm about to tell you on it, I think that's a little harder for me to stomach. If it's truly just coming from you And because I'm going, hey, I know you got burned before, but like, let's not go into this thinking that you're going to get burned again. Like, aren't we? It's a little harder for me to get on board as a team, I think.
Well, I guess my thing is I would just want to make sure the wording. I'm not against prenups. I think honestly it's really smart, especially for women.
Okay.
Honestly, if you have assets like that you earned or had before you met this person and like you guys working together aren't the reason for these assets' existence, I think it's totally smart for two people who are coming into a situation who already have assets to protect themselves.
Okay.
I would just want to make sure the wording was like, these assets which exist already are not up for grabs, but moving forward, like anything coming in together. Because my question is more about how a prenup might change the dynamic of a couple during their marriage.
Yeah.
Versus like at the start of it.
Well, I think in some cases when you're talking about like crazy, I think we are talking about like Rothschild stuff. It can make it so that people don't get divorced because that person, they become complicit. They don't have any power, but they also don't want to lose that lifestyle.
Yeah.
Could make for a weird dynamic probably.
For sure.
Okay, so here's some crazy ones that this lawyer has seen. Infidelity clauses. These are booming. Some of them strip cheaters of alimony. Others demand specific dollar payouts. So one lawyer saw penalties anywhere from $50,000 to $500,000 if you are caught cheating.
Wait. Oh, wow.
Pet custody gets serious. Custody battles aren't just for kids anymore. One prenup ordered $2,500 a month for a French bulldog care with a $5,000 yearly enrichment fund for toys and training.
I have some follow-up questions. I'm confused by this. I mean, I'm not well versed in prenups. I thought prenups were really just like, hey, if we split, what was mine coming into this remains mine.
No, that's what this article's about. Like, no, it can be tons of stuff that is like, this is what happens if we nullify, or not nullify because that would be a different thing, but so, if we get divorced.
Here's my question. Is the like cheating one from the person who doesn't have the prenup? So let's say like someone who doesn't have money is marrying Rothschild. And is that the one that's like, it makes no sense for the Rothschild to go, oh, by the way, if you cheat, you're going to owe me $500,000.
Love it. You have a great point here. I think that if you're the poor scumbag marrying the Rothschild, maybe this is something like, okay, I'm going to play ball with your prenup. But if for some reason you cheat on me, you're going to give me some Skrilla.
I think that's what the pet thing is as well.
Great. I like it. Right?
Yeah.
If you're getting prenupped, why not put some stuff, throw yourself a bone? Okay. This one's interesting. Social media silence clauses.
Ooh.
So in the era of Instagram divorces, prenups are now regulating posts. So say you get a divorce, there can be fines of $10,000 per embarrassing photo with an extra $25,000 if the post goes viral. So it's like you can't be like posting crazy bad shit. That would be disparaging the other person, I'm assuming.
But is it going back in time? Any post you did like, oh, when we were in Cancun 2 years ago and you posted me with a feather boa around my neck, like laughing. Now I find that was embarrassing. So I'm going to charge you.
That I don't think, that's not specified in here. I wouldn't think so. I think it would be after the fact if you're trying to make the person you got divorced with look bad.
Now, what constitutes viral?
That's a great question, but it would probably be in the contract, right? It would say...
What do you think? I'm just curious.
I would say anything over... I think I would put like over 100,000 views or something.
It has gone viral?
I think that's what... I don't know. They're putting in something.
The bar's too
Why not?
low
Give
now.
me more money.
I'm just talking about in general. Like if someone's like, oh my gosh, my post is going viral. And you're going, oh, whoa. How many views? If someone goes 100,000, you're going, okay.
Gotcha.
Calm down.
I think in this day and age, it's probably got to be over a milli.
I'm with you.
Okay. The wait clause. Some contracts require spouses to maintain weight within a set range with $1,000 monthly penalties for every 10 pounds over.
You know Trump has that for Melania. You know it.
Courts rarely enforce these, but they can be used as bargaining chips.
Can you imagine them pulling out a scale in the middle of the courtroom and saying, like, Patsy, step on up? What a nightmare. And how, by the way.
Well, if anyone has that going in,
don't walk. Like, run away from that red flag. People gain weight for all sorts of reasons that are completely out of their control. Like,
you still got to pay up, though.
Yeah, I guess so.
In-law invasion protection prenup. Okay. When some couples are putting boundaries on family visits, including bans on certain relatives. That's really funny. Violations can mean paying for a $15,000 recovery vacation for the other spouse. That's actually fucking hilarious. That if like you're like, fuck, I'm marrying into this family.
Yeah.
But fucking A, they are nuts. Like,
yeah, when this rich mom and dad come, they take over and they think they own the place and they like, I have to do this and that or the other. I deserve a vacation after this. That's funny. I really appreciate that you're parents, and I want to be these kind of parents. And also, listen, I know that lots of people have parents that they want in their space and who are really helpful and useful. And I also want to be the type of parent that they'd want in their space. Like if one of our kids has a baby, I would love to be there helping out. But your parents always got their own hotel rooms.
That I grew up with. They hate staying at people's houses. So that's just like a quirk of theirs. They're like, we will never, they just don't like doing it, period.
There's certain people I feel comfortable with, obviously my sister and stuff like that. But I think if you can, it's always nice for everyone involved to have like a little separation.
It's nice to be able to leave.
Yeah.
And then come back.
Yeah.
That being said, like if I'm just going to visit my mom, I stay there in the guest bedroom. That's easy peasy.
Yes.
That I like.
Right.
I hope it's okay with her, you know.
It might not be.
It might not be.
You should ask her.
I should ask her.
Before we wrap up, wanted to tell everyone that we have posted on patreon.com/nobody's listening right, our part 2 of Ask Us Anything.
Yes.
So there are 2 bonus episodes this month. And then on the 15th, our normal bonus episode will come out. So go check it out. And we really appreciate all the Patreon support. We have some exciting developments coming down the pike on that.
One last thing to ask you real quick.
Yeah.
I was at the mall, and you know when you go to like the malls, like the Beverly Center or what's the big one over there, the outdoor mall out there that's really famous? The Grove. The Grove.
Oh, yeah.
You know how you have to pay for parking? Mm-hmm. When we grew up, you didn't have to pay for parking at the mall.
In St. Louis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
you also don't have to at the Americana.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You do.
Like, when did that become a thing? And
well, I also
fuck
think
you for making us pay at the mall.
I know. I also think it's like LA specific. Also, we didn't have to pay to park on the street.
Is that true?
Yeah.
That's not true.
Yes.
Like downtown St. Louis had, whatchamacallits?
Okay, maybe
meters.
Downtown, but definitely not like
everywhere.
Anywhere else.
Interesting.
I think it's maybe just a high volume traffic.
It just seems like such a cash grab, the mall parking lot thing. The mall's already making money from all the people going in and buying stuff and the tenants renting stuff.
I know, but that real estate is so valuable and they can. And we live in a capitalistic, greed-driven society. So, like, why wouldn't they? But I agree. It is so obnoxious. And I'm like, what's next? They're going to charge you to park at the fucking grocery store, at the they charge you to go to the hospital, the ER. It's
that is outrageous.
You're getting me worked up.
Yeah.
I know. And when we were in France, not that we drove anywhere, but I noticed that actually.
I don't know about that. I think you might have to pay there. Maybe.
Okay.
But if I was a mall in this day and age, I want to be the kind of mall that says, hey, park here free.
Good
and
luck.
I hope all these malls, I bet all these malls aren't doing this
Andy.
now.
It's like how movie theaters are only making money from concessions right now. Like, it's unfortunately just the world we live in.
Okay. Sucks.
I went on the deep dive last week, and everyone can go listen to that. It was so much fun. It's my dear friends, June Raphael and Jessica St. Clair. And Jessica was out of town, so I got to co-host with June.
Nice.
So much fun. But June was talking about how, like, see, our kids don't really like shopping that much. It's like, unless it's for a thing, they don't like clothes shopping and honestly don't even really know how to do it. But June was saying Sam, her youngest, is keeping retail alive. Like, he loves shopping.
Nice.
He loves going to Marshall's.
Oh.
They were walking into a Marshall's one day, and he took her hand. And while Paul and the other child were kind of grumbling about having to go, and Sam looked at June and said, "It's our time to shine."
Oh, my God. You know what? That is amazing, because Marshall's is, you're in Marshall's, and they have like the seasonal stuff, but it's like you're looking for treasure at Marshall's. Like, what crazy deal am I going to find of some designer thing that was lost and forgotten that ended up at Marshall's?
Okay, Andy. Your eyes are sparkling right now in a way that I haven't seen in some time. Should we this weekend, like this Sunday, take a family outing to Marshall's?
Okay. Yes, because you are not a Marshall's person.
You think I'm not?
You will hate it.
Will I?
Yeah, because there's shit everywhere. No one puts their stuff back. It's mayhem. And you're too, I hate to say it, but it's not highbrow enough for you, Marshall's.
Really?
Yeah.
But June, I think, is very sophisticated. She loves it.
Let's go.
She's a Marshallista.
Let's go. There's a bunch of them around here. I would love to go.
Okay, I want to check it out.
Oh my God. Okay. Are we actually going to do it?
And can we make it kind of like a game? Like, we set a dollar limit, and every person, I don't
do whatever you want to do. You're going to fucking hate it. But let's try it. I would love to.
Okay, great.
Okay, great.
Good night.
Good night.